Hey folks, welcome to the release planning meeting on our new Jitsi server. We switched over from Zoom. We hope this makes the meeting more accessible, and you'll also be able to view the stream and a recording of the stream right in the metrics channel. All right. Dongzu, we can start.
Yeah. So should I share my screen? Mhm. Okay, this is our release planning meeting notes. So I think so everyone here is already in the Flatcar team, and no need to do the introduction. Um, so there are multiple agendas. So the first one is uh, how do we do the future releases. So, so so far we have been doing so once for all release channels. So for example, stable LTS and beta and alpha in all uh, in the same day. Now we are planning to do that in a separate way because there is no time for ordinary users to deal with potential regressions when the stable releases has kernel regression. So, for example, we have an in progress issue with the current stable release 3227.2.2. So this is a strange issue, and it's about the randomly caused process to hang on I/O related operations, and we are still working on so its investigation. So before releasing the new kernel 1570 to the stable, so we first release that kernel into the alpha and beta. And after that, in 1 week or 2 weeks, we get that kernel included in the stable or LTS. That's the plan. Is it true?
Yes. Yeah.
So not sure about how, when exactly should we do the stable and LTS. So what do you think about that?
Something we discussed in the issue was in the comment was that we'll do a week later, but this was because we have a cadence of 4 weeks. But if we go to a 2 weeks cadence, we can just keep the stable LTS like a bit behind. It's basically to our convenience and adapting to the process, I would say.
Okay. So I'll open our release boards. So this is our release board. This is also an open board, so anyone could have a look anytime. And the current uh, release in this week would be only about alpha and beta channel. So stable and LTS would be released in 2 weeks. So stable is 3227.2.3 and LTS 22 and 21. All the same in 2 weeks. And after that, in 24th October, we will then have a release of another set of alpha and beta, 3402 and beta 3374.1.0. So that's the current plan. Any question about that?
Just to add a note that this would be the last LTS meeting,
Yeah.
and the one we do in 10th and 14th.
Okay, back to the release note planning notes. Yeah, as we mentioned, there is stable kernel bug issues. So yeah, if you have any idea or some reproducers for these bugs, yeah, please let us know. And it might be easier for us to track the bug. And yeah, new beta will have kernel updates. But we are not sure if that new kernel would really fix that issue. And if you are affected by that bug, please feel free to test the new beta. And the next topic is about what kind of packages we updated for the next new alpha version. And yeah, there are many packages have been updated in the last few weeks, and I would like to highlight several security issues like Go 118 and Expat Library 249 and zlib library 12R3. Yeah, those have been relatively critical issues, and we have been updating the packages. Yeah, thanks for that.
Just wanted to point out that Polkit is now at version 121 of 0.121. It's just some versioning change they have made. Some minor detail.
Okay, yeah, thanks. And any question about that? Okay, then our stop sharing and also I'll let Thilo talk about the new pipeline.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Dongsu. So we've been working in the engine room under the hood for some time on operationalizing a new CI pipeline that will improve the build experience a lot. This doesn't affect you when you're a user, but it will help us in the team to do some more heavy lifting in the future. The new CI pipeline is based on the container SDK, while the previous pipeline was based on the legacy Cork SDK. The new pipeline is meant to be stateless insofar as that you shouldn't need any parameterization to reproduce any of the builds that we've been doing. So the idea is that you check out the scripts repo, which has all of the ebuild repos as Git submodules. And basically with a single checkout and with the call of a build script without any options, you'll be able to do to reproduce the build. This has been done for our nightlies for quite some time now, and we think we can move the whole thing into production. So that's what's going to happen. The old pipeline will be phased out iteratively after that, and we'll focus on the new pipeline entirely. This will make the builds a lot more reproducible, and we're really looking forward on basically building on that foundation and using this new freedom to do some crazy shit in the future.
Okay, thanks. And the next item is about yeah, as we already mentioned, that next release would be 4 weeks later, but yeah, stable would be in 2 weeks. And there is a plan to move back to the 2 weeks cadence. So Sayan, can you say something about that?
Sure. Yeah. Next release would happen on 24th October. We are working on the new pipeline, so we might get some hiccups. So I guess those things would iron out by 24th of October. And with this iteration, with the new pipeline in place, the load will come down, which usually happen during the releases. So it would be a good time to move back to the 2 weeks cadence again, because we have worked a bit on the automation side, so a lot of things have automated in the last few weeks. So we'll move back to the cadence of releasing Flatcar in every 2 weeks. Yeah, and I'll just go on with the next point. So right now, the planning was primarily targeted towards the next release, which we are right now in progress, and the planning for the next one will start on the next community call, so that we start falling into that 2 weeks planning cadence again, and we'll do those two releases planning again, like how we used to do it earlier. Like we are basically going back to planning like we used to do it earlier when we had 2 weeks cadence. Over 2 times.
Okay, thanks. Then I'll stop sharing. And is there any other question or comment?
Yeah, so we would branch the new alpha and create the new beta release this evening, or?
Yes.
Yes.
We do that.
Yeah, I have some maybe not really last minute fixes, but currently still adding something to download from the mirror server and not only from Bincache. And yeah, so maybe that would be coming in. And I also found that we don't have something to make sure that we use the latest container image available. For example, if we build the release now and then we have some fixes and we would rebuild, maybe it uses a stale image depending on which worker it's scheduled on. So that's something that I didn't test yet, so I wouldn't merge it now, but yeah, maybe we could have a look out. If we ever rebuild this release, maybe that could be backported.
Sure.
Okay. Then should we start building release tomorrow, or because there are open PRs?
Those PRs are already reviewed, so I guess that I can merge them anytime soon. So probably you could even start building like today.
Okay, then today. Yeah, then yeah. Thanks for joining the meeting, and yeah, see you.
See you. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot.